Hello, happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome to Girls Run These Worlds. My name is Jen, aka Jenburb. My pronouns are she, they. I will be playing everyone except for the main characters this fine night. We are playing a 5e game set in Sharn, the beautiful world of Eberron. Shout out to Keith Baker for existing. Let me think. I think that's just about it for my intro. Let's go ahead and run through everybody else. We are unfortunately missing our friendly local cleric, Sarah. We are very sad. Sarah, if you are watching, which I'm sure you will be, we miss you very much. But we will see you next week. We love you dearly. But in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and go in a reverse clockwise order with introductions. So go ahead and shout out your name, your pronouns, who you're playing, and if you have anything else. Anne, tell me about you.
Hi, my name is Anne. You can find me on Twitter, while that's still alive, at XO_GoWonder. I will be playing Delilah, our delightful little fairy rogue. Do I have anything? Oh, she's just happy to be here, happy to torment the guards.
Absolutely incredible. Thank you, Anne. And rhyming with Anne, Dan, tell us about you.
Hi, I'm Dan Pixel, they, them. I am playing Alanira, the Artificer, accompanied by her, what is the correct terminology for what Watson is?
Assistant?
Friend robot.
Yes, all of these things are true. Oh, those are better names than the actual 5e name, which is
very clinical.
Yeah, Steel Defender. No, Watson, her assistant Watson. She has no social skills and is like 6 foot something. I can't remember anymore. I wrote it down somewhere, but
6 foot tall.
VTOL.
6 foot. Don't worry about it.
6'20", let's say.
Oh, Jesus.
20 what?
Which is, it's hilarious because Delilah is like 2 feet tall. It's great.
We had very disparate heights amongst the team.
Oh my. And on that note, Julie, hello.
What's up? My name is Julie, or Julie CL, on any social media that I am a part of. I am a Twitch streamer, voice actor, award-winning fantasy writer, but today I am Lahar Sunstone, our edgy, rooftop jumping, arrow firing goth party member, if Batman was Tracer or vice versa, and also had a bow and was angry. But today they're dressed in, some fancy early Panic at the Disco garb to blend in.
I feel like I just kind of need Tracer lines in Batman voice, or vice versa.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here.
I
Something
need you
like
all
that.
to know that the captions picked up Lahar's name as Lahore.
You don't know what they're up to.
I mean, I do right now. I mean, if Lahar and Merrick Stakhanov have some shit going on, that's between you two.
Listen, there's some people who work through their problems by smooching, and Lahar is one of those people who has too many problems to be smooching.
Oh, I definitely thought you were about to say, like, that they smooch their problems.
Not
A viable
this
option.
Not this character. Many of my characters.
I was like, I did not know where that was going.
I see no problem with this.
We're gonna do great.
Totally. Also, a quick apology. My AirPods have decided to ghost me, so I do not have captions up this evening. I will make sure to have those next week, but I just wanted to check that out real quick. In the meantime, last time on The Fires of Sharn, insert TV announcer voice here. Last time on The Fires of Sharn, we picked up with the 2 still together members of the crew from the Frosts of Sharn, who had previously dealt with a a mysterious creation forge that shouldn't have been running but was still running. They were summoned to the. Do I really? They were summoned to the City Guard headquarters for some new information on what may be a recurring threat. Turns out, can't Arnica. It turns out that yes, the forge here was taken care of. However, as I like to say, there may be some threats elsewhere. And our good friend Merrick to Kenneth, the person who was supposed to be responsible for decommissioning the forges, seems to have some potential information on what's going on and will only talk to people that were involved in the original forge fiascos. In this case, Petunia and Lahar were involved in dealing with the totally decommissioned forge that was still spitting out Warforged. Alanira, who had a hand in building the forges in the first place, and this little fairy girl who just kind of showed up and said, "Hi, I live here now," and offered her services very kindly. The city guard, being the pigs that they are, were like, "Fuck you guys." They were like, "She's literally trying to help," and they were like, "You know what? Okay, I will be charmed." Hashtag charm animals. Hashtag oink oink. I don't know. But after a beautiful shopping episode where everyone got their beautiful clothing and all decked out in preparation for meeting a man under house arrest. But at least now you have fancy clothes. You have kind of set off toward the Kenneth household in preparation to meet your friend, Merrick to Kenneth, for your information briefing. And as you are all making your way towards the Kenneth household, we're gonna rewind a little bit and retcon for 2 seconds. So we're gonna do a quick little rewind to when y'all are leaving the clothing shop. So as y'all are leaving the clothing shop, you see a small little paper bird flutter up, land on Petunia's shoulder. She takes the bird. There's a cat in my laundry basket. She takes the bird, opens it, says, "Oh shit, guys, I gotta miss the meeting. I'll be back as soon as I can. There's something going on at work." And off she scampers. You're not sure exactly what emergency at 7 p.m. on a, I don't know, Thursday night could have called her back, but that's a problem for Sarah and I to discuss over the next week. In the meantime, you are now 1 Petunia short and on your way to the Kenneth household. I just did a whole lot of talking. Is there anything that y'all want to do on the way?
Real quick, just as Petunia scampers off, Lahar's like, "She'll be back. She always finds her way back."
Delilah looks at Lahar and says, "So, if I remember correctly, the person we're visiting only wants to talk to E and Petunia, right, Lahar?"
Well, shit. Yeah, okay, sure. Unless one of you wants to be my ambassador in this.
Ambassador.
Get out of here, Jen.
No.
I'm
running the game. If I lose, you can't do anything.
Okay, listen, I have. Oh no, I don't have that kind of power. I was like, no, I can't make myself look like Petunia, and that's gonna be really awkward. I don't think they'll like me.
You might, Eleanor. Yeah.
I'm not particularly certain that conversation with the upper class is really in my wheelhouse. And more importantly, you were there.
I was.
Got
My
it.
disdain for the upper class just kind of oozes out of my entire existence, but I will do my best to be civil throughout it.
Would you like me to warn you if I feel like you're not getting civil?
Yeah, just give me a sign, something really inconspicuous, like a little something.
Like a and like with her, she kind of like widely goes out to the side
Yeah,
to
just
like what was that?
yeah,
I
just in
have
case. A very normal gesture.
I
Got
have
it.
a question. Um, are either of you powerful enough to um maybe trick this person into thinking that the rest of us were there too? You know? Seem-
How do you?
Real
I don't
quick.
know, like magic. I don't
And
know.
your passive insight's what? Like 20 fuck
22.
you?
Yeah.
So
She's not very
one
smart though. Insightful maybe, but she's really dumb.
that's okay. You remember that when you're you remember that when you were being briefed, the captain had told you that he had wanted to Merrick's had wanted to talk to those involved in the original Forge fiasco from a few months ago, but also wanted people that knew their way around a forge. That includes Alanira.
Oh! Immediately Delilah's tiny little fairy eyes light up and looks at Alanira and tells her, you should be fine. You know a lot of stuff about the forges, and I remember they also wanted to talk to someone who's really smart.
Which would also explain why they actually specifically went to get Alanira.
I suppose I could. I don't know how. Well, that's I don't get out much, so I might keep my conversation
That's not
brief.
that's not a problem, I don't think, as long as you're there and they know that you're knowledgeable with the forges, I think. And she's like squinting and trying to remember exactly what the briefing said, but she nods. And so that will give me space to make myself seen. And
You can
she's
make
like,
yourself unseen, you can make yourself seen, or you could try and maybe use some deception on them or something like that to act like you were a part of this whole
I
thing. Either way, I think it's about time we start making moves.
Agreed.
I can keep myself out of trouble.
That's what we need. And Lahar looking very old school, early 2000s emo, but with a fun little medieval twist to it, skulks towards the upper class district.
I love that is their primary mode of movement is skulking. I love it.
Listen, it's not something you get to do every day.
Skulking, creeping, slinking, sneaking, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That should be like a theme song for you, just so you know.
And I think I I think, as is customary for Delilah's preferred survival mechanism, hang out behind the tall people. That's where she's at. She's like,
look, that is a very valid method of self-preservation, I guess. Now, are you trying to actively not be seen, or are you just kind of letting them be seen ahead of you?
And Jen, do we provide Delilah cover by being tall?
She's 2 feet tall. I hope so.
You provide her a little bit of cover, depending on whether she's behind your torso or between your legs.
But mechanically speaking,
She's hovering torso level.
Then yes, we will say there's cover.
yes,
You disaster
Yes.
gremlins.
being a bitch works.
Oh no.
Being 2 feet tall works.
I feel called out. Um,
I can just hear
Um,
Jen writing in 3 more enemies to the encounter now.
yeah, I'm actually going to bump up that CR 37 to a CR 43.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
Yep, I got you, boo. I got you.
I think
Uh,
what she's trying to do is to I think she's trying to not be seen by being behind her taller friends, compatriots.
Okay. Is this
associates.
just when you get to the house or in general? Like even while you're walking / flying?
That's a good question, actually. I'm going to say just in general.
Okay, go
Disappear.
on a stealth check. Oh, hi, Vancouver by night.
Well, that's unfortunate. It was almost another nat
Nice.
20. It wanted to be a 20 and then became a 2. I was sad.
Oh no, I only rolled a 2. That's only a 15 on stealth. Oh no.
Hey, it's bad for me.
Rogue.
That's fair, that's fair. But luckily, no one here is really paying that much attention. Not only are you very tiny, but also people have shit to do, places to be, and you have 2, to you, very tall. One of them is objectively very tall. People just kind of keeping you company and shielding you from view. Actually, 3. Well, 3 because there is also a steel defender.
And we are not stealthy.
And they are not stealthy, but that does enable you to be stealthy. So it appears mostly that there is a skulking edgelord, a mechanic, and a big steel golem thing just fucking around the city. All in like amusingly
Mechanics
fancy
assistant.
clothes.
Mechanics
Totally.
assistant.
And you all make your way to the Kenneth household, where your good friend the captain is waiting for you. And he just goes, looks at his watch, on time. And where's your Miss not Peelbottom? Yes, Peelbottom. Where's Miss Peelbottom?
She'll show up at any second. Don't let your guard down. She might drop through the roof. That's actually probably the most likely thing that's going to happen. 90%.
He looks up at the open sky above him.
She has her ways.
I want to make it clear that the aggressive, like overt nodding is exactly what Alanira is doing. Just like, totally.
If you really want to, you can make a deception check with
No.
advantage.
No. Lahar's just showing contempt.
Oh my god, incredible. And he's just like, okay. Are we expecting her? Should we wait for her?
No, we can go ahead.
Can you let her know not to destroy Merrick's roof?
It'll be a tough sell, but I'll let her know.
Love this. And he kind of opens the door for you. There are like a couple of different locks on this door. One of which he actually brings out a small gem, presses it to the center of what looks like an arcane sigil. And you see a very brief purple glow around the door frame. And then he reaches out with a hand, pushes the door frame in, and it just swings open. There is a guard waiting for you right inside. She will bring you to his study.
Any objections, team?
None from me.
All right. As we go, I kind of just lean over to Delilah wherever she's hovering, and I'm just like, "It's working. They're not questioning your presence. Keep it up."
You get a little tiny fairy thumbs up.
And as you all pass inside, he goes, "Have a nice evening, Lahar, Alanira, Miss Sprinklebottom."
Okay, bye.
And the door closes behind the three and a half of you. Who's the half? Figure it out. The door closes behind the three and a half of you. And another guard, this one lower in rank, visibly than the one that you had just been interfacing with, glances at the three and a half of you. You are the ones coming to speak to Merrick's, yes?
No, we're the cleaners. Yes, we're going to speak to Merrick's.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, my contempt is just oozing.
My contempt is just ooze.
Aladira like leans forward, is like, was that too far? Was that should I have signaled you? Was that
Next time, just chamber
okay?
it.
Okay, I wasn't ready. I'm getting the feel for you.
And this guard kind of leads you down a couple of hallways, up 2 flights of stairs. The whole thing takes about like 3 minutes before she finally stops outside a set of wooden double doors. Knocks twice, and from inside you hear enter, and she kind of stands aside and
Not even a please? Okay, who wants to... Is it me? All right, I guess it's me. I step in.
Delilah will like fly over to Elmira and ask, hey, is it okay if I like sit on your friend's shoulder? And she points at Watson because it's like up high, right? Because it's a tall assistant. Your assistant is very tall, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, he won't mind.
She will then also ask Watson for permission, consent, because folks, consent is sexy. Always ask for consent.
Hashtag Henry Crabgrass. The Watson kind of turns to you, looks at you, looks at you, looks at you. Yes.
And
So what exactly was
Tiny-
Watson trying to discern? Right.
Are you asking Eleanor or are you asking God?
Elanira.
Oh.
Simple load bearing calculations.
Oh.
He's
Watson
not
wasn't
exactly.
sure.
It's a natural function. Sometimes I rest other equipment on him, forge equipment, smithery stuff, hammers. He actually makes for a pretty good workbench.
And you see a couple of the plates in Watson's back kind of flatten out a little bit as he kind of like almost morphs into a small little workbench.
Oh, that wasn't not this moment. You don't need to.
Wait, is it a verbal cue when you say
Watson-
It's sort of an
Delilah?
anticipatory thing.
Delilah just points at her shoulder and then Watson's shoulder.
Watson looks up at you. Oops. And then to you workbenches.
So now there's 2.5 of us and the table.
You never know when you need a table.
Watson turns, says, "Table."
Let's table this discussion. I enter the room.
Delilah
Watson
just...
kills you.
Delilah is so confused. She just wanted to sit on Watson's shoulder.
Watson will straighten up again, workbench, and allow you onto his shoulders. In the meantime, Lahar goes. You go ahead, and now here's the question: do you open one door, or do you like dramatic Aragorn it?
It's actually the third one, which is I use my foot.
A secret third thing, which is the...
It's
Okay.
it's the Lahar option. It's the third option.
Okay.
Not a man nor a woman, but a secret third thing.
Ah, God.
It's
True.
disrespectful.
God, what is gender? No one knows. It's a big shrug emoji. So Lahar goes ahead and opens the door with their foot. And the door swings open to reveal a large, grand study. Blue and yellow tiles with a little bit of detailing to them. Shelves, bookcases on each side of the doorway, kind of framing the close corner of the room, where the far corner of the room is a very nice kind of like dull purple carpet. Off to the right in the back corner, there is a table with a few scattered chairs with what looks like a map of Breland, the country that you are in. In the back left corner, there is, of course, a wine rack, because, good lord, you can't just not have a wine rack. Obvi. Please hold. There we go. Very back center, there is a crackling fireplace with a crackling fire in it, made up of gray stone. And in the center of this purple rug is an ornate desk with a few things cluttered on it, and an armchair kind of off to the side. I will actually drag y'all. Sorry to the audience, no Roll20 tonight. The Roll20 for tonight is just for my players. My apologies. But for my players, I have moved you all onto the relevant map. And it might actually help if I move this fucker onto the token layer. Please hold. There he is. Ignore him. He doesn't actually have a shield. That's just the Roll20 token I ended up going with. So y'all end up down here. I will apparently not drag you down there, but I'll let you drag yourselves. In the meantime...
Oh no, I knew I forgot something.
No sweat. You shouldn't need anything.
2 feet tall, you can't see me on this map.
Exactly. But sitting on this chair is a kind of middle-aged man, wearing very nice clothing. He looks tired. Those of you with decent passive insight, which I'm pretty sure is like actually a decent number of you, specifically my lovely fairy friend, he seems tired, he seems exhausted, and you can tell he probably hasn't really slept, which is, unfortunate. Do the rest of you follow Lahar in, or is Lahar soloing this social encounter?
No, I think Eleanor like sort of follows in, but like really, really unsure. Like
Okay.
this is not sure of the etiquette here.
Okay. Lahar, do you make any sort of genuflection or gesture, or are you just walking right in saying, "What up, fuckers"?
Lahar does open the door with their feet to make an entrance little kick, allowing them and their companions in. Takes in the room, takes in Merrick's, and says, "What's the map for, in case you get lost?"
A funny one. And you are?
Supposedly, we were asked to turn up here, some business to do with forges.
Indeed. I do remember asking for those who were involved in the original forge incidents from a little while back. I was told 2 of them were not able to be found. 2 were able to be found. We replaced one of them with, and he kind of glances over at Alanira. I believe you are the one of the original forge mechanics, yes?
Alanira Mador.
And he kind of glances over at Delilah. My sources tell me Miss Peelbottom did not fly.
Well, she doesn't, but I'm here to stand in her place. She had an emergency of some sort.
I see.
Delilah's the muscle.
And you see a flicker of something in this man's eyes. Mostly confusion, a little bit of amusement, but mostly just, what the fuck? And Miss Peelbottom will not be joining us at all?
She might come. Depends on if she handles the business that she needs to. There's a lot of urgent things going on in Sharn every day, a lot of sparks starting all over the place.
Very well. What were you told of why you are here?
Lahar's gonna look to Delilah for this one.
Um, she will clear her throat and say, told that you wanted to speak to, and she gestures towards Lahar and Elanira, about this forge incident, and she will monologue because Anne, unlike Delilah, does not remember all of the things. And she will say, told you have information you wanted to share specifically
Yes.
with them.
So, as I see it, it's Lahar, yes? And he glances at Lahar.
That's right.
As I see it, you are the only one here currently who was involved in the incident with the ice creatures. What do you remember of it?
I remember a rift between realities. I remember a chilling cold. I remember a vicious brawl in the depths of a place kept secret from the average citizens of Sharn. And I remember a secret that you all, or at least interested parties, needed kept.
Very good. And do you know where this rift led?
It seemed to be a dimension of ice.
Rizia, my friend. The plane of ice, you are correct. I have spent a lot of my time since then digging into my grandfather, the original Merrick to Kenneth, you understand, my grandfather's records, his journals, all of the records that he kept of the last war, the forges, and and a lot of what has happened since the creation of them. As you are well aware by now, the forge in the depths of this city was not decommissioned. Many were, but not all. This one was kept because it was one that we could keep a close eye on. There are others that were kept, not because we did not want to decommission them, but because it was simply too dangerous. Weather patterns in the north of Breland have recently led some of us to believe that the forge based in fire has been experiencing a similar incursion. You look a little confused. And he kind of looks at Alanira.
Alanira is like, you can see like her, she like literally tilts her head all the way to the side. I'm going to come back to Forge's remaining active post their expected shutdown in a minute, but what do you mean connected to fire? That that's not how they were supposed to be made.
No, it wasn't. However, and he will stand from his armchair, and Jen will attempt to find how the fuck to move this guy, and move over to the chair off to the right. At the table where you all can see that large map of Breland. I'm also going to switch you guys back over to the Breland map itself. And I will direct my players' attention from where the big Breland is. I'm going to direct your attention a little bit north to the mountains labeled the Black Caps, where there is a small circle with an X drawn through it.
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
In the Black Caps, we had been experimenting with fire, attempting to meld the Warforged and, well, literal forges. It is in the Black Caps that we built this forge. Now, here's the main problem. You may think it's a mountain. That's fine. Here's the problem. Are any of you familiar with Kobek's voice? And anyone who wants to is welcome to make a history check or a nature check.
Can I
Doesn't sound
do
familiar.
Oh, I rolled well. That is a dirty 20.
That is a crit.
Ooh.
That is a crit for a 25.
Alanira knows lots of things.
So I've got an 8, a nasty 20, and a clean 20. Delilah, you are not of this realm. You know of the Black Caps. You've never heard of Kobek's voice. Best you can guess is usually how they like name things over in Thelanis. Maybe it's a literal magical voice. Who the fuck knows? Lahar. You know that Kobek's voice is a volcano in the heart of the Black Caps. It is largely regarded to be one of the more active volcanoes in the area. It is certainly the most active volcano in Breland. There are more active volcanoes further west, in Drome, and further beyond in the Aurora Holds. But you know that that volcano is about the most active volcano in the country. Alanira, you worked with the forges pretty much from day one. You know how the forges work. You remember the days when they were working and all that shit. You remember stumbling across files one day of a project in the Black Caps. It was called Project X. There was no, it was just mentioned in passing in some of the records that you were looking over. You remember asking some of your superiors, what the heck, like, what is this? And they just told you, don't worry about it, failed project. And you remember that marked on the map associated with that record, the exact same spot. And you also have the same knowledge that Lahar would about Kobek's voice, the volcano.
You attempted to create an autonomous, self-operating forge using geothermic energy?
Oh, we didn't attempt, we did it.
That's
Yes.
insane.
It worked as expected. It worked as intended. However, comma, recent weather events in the area, recent tremors in the mountains have led us to believe, my sources and I, that it may be either breaking down, misbehaving, or there might be something else going on. I was not directly involved in the operation and creation of that particular forge. But there are forges out there that have not been decommissioned. And if one of them in the heart of our own city has come to life again, it is time to put an end to it. Even the ones that we previously thought were too dangerous to be addressed may need to be addressed now.
You should never have built them in the first place. Like, Alanira is like having a bit of an internal meltdown here. You've created something that replicates itself. The question was never whether or not you could. It was about whether or not you should. It's a creation of life in mechanical form. You can't just let it freehand itself and leave it to its own devices.
Well, that is neither here nor there now. We need you to shut it down.
That's typical, isn't it? Someone gets a little bit desperate, hungry for power, and then expect someone else to clean up the mess.
We were at war. It was a long war and a hard-fought one. It was a bad war. We all remember it. The other two forges that were not decommissioned that I'm aware of are in much more dangerous territory. I am sending you to the Black Caps, to Kobek's voice, because that is the one that you are the most likely to come back alive from.
And in return,
I believe you've been promised compensation.
I know, but now that we have a little bit more information, this isn't exactly cleaning up the sewers again.
And neither is 2,000 gold each.
I'll look to Elanira, see if everything sounds fair. If you want anything else from them, now's your chance. I don't know, tools, another bench.
It no longer. I will take the money because I can use it. And then when we come back, you are going to tell me where the other ones are.
If you survive Kobek's voice, if you can decommission this forge, and if you still want to go after the other two, I will happily give you the information. I don't know the exact locations where they are now, if they have been moved. I doubt they have. And he glances over to the eastern edge of the map where the country borders on the Mornland, which, for those of you who don't know, is a magical wasteland that was ravaged by essentially a magical apocalypse, a magical apocalyptic event that was confined to the borders of one country. Time and space aren't quite the same there. If you really want to go into the Mornland after those two forges, be my guest. But first Kobek's voice.
One more thing that I want. I want to know whose idea this was.
His name is Merrick Stakhanith. You can find him in the crypt.
Saves me the trouble.
Although, if you so wish, I am also Merrick Stakhanith. But for that, you're going to have to wait until after you have the locations of the other two. That Merrick's first, this Merrick's later. Sound fair?
Fair enough.
Oh my god, that murderous smile. Holy shit. Holy shit. Now, are there any questions, particularly by those from those who were not involved in the original building and maintenance?
Delilah will simply say, I will defer to the expert on this one, and gives Elanira an emphatic thumbs up. Like, you're doing great.
Just she gives back like with her mechanical arm, just like a thumbs up in return, just like very small, but just like.
Also, I just saw the fucking puns from the GRTW Twitch account, and I am very amused. It's really fucking funny.
Oh no.
And Merrick's turns to Lahar and yourself.
What do we expect to run into as far as obstacles?
A volcano. Beyond that, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to almost kill you. Beyond that, I know little of the creatures, of the denizens of the volcano itself. Like I said, I was not involved directly in that one.
All right.
I imagine you'll want to prepare for fire, lava, magma. It will certainly be nothing like the forge that you encountered downstairs, shall we say. If you have anything that is fire resistant, any fire resistant abilities that you may pick up, I would strongly recommend that you do that. As far as the forge itself, Alanera, you are well enough aware of how to deactivate them. Alanera, for reference, it is essentially you remove the power gem at its core.
And I take it that is that going to be as normal as it should be?
That's the question, isn't it? From his notes, the other Merrick's, of course, from his notes, it may be larger, but it should be the same.
Then
All
yes.
of this on vague notes, of course.
Then yes, it should be reasonable enough.
Yes, the challenge isn't so much dismantling and decommissioning the forge, it is finding it and getting to it. Again, there are not many willing to go into the heart of a volcano to find a forge that wasn't supposed to exist in the first place.
All right. Well, I have no further objections. I figure the more time we wait, the more time we have for things to get worse.
Can I, real quick, get everyone's passive perceptions?
42.
17.
Oh, mine 12.
Excellent. Okay. Delilah, you're kind of looking at this guy, living his best life, and you notice that the fire that's crackling in the back of the room has taken on a slightly more reddish glow to it.
Delilah's eyes travel towards the fire as she notices this, and she just kind of she says out loud, "The fire changed. Is that supposed to happen?"
And Merrick just frowns. What? Sorry?
The
He
fire.
glances over the fire. And he squints.
Lahar's gonna draw their bow
On Merrick's or on the fire?
on the fire. Very visibly on the fire, like strafing to the side.
Like y'all see Lahar draw their bow, and Merrick's just like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm not pointing at you.
And you all watch as the fire gets redder. And
Oh,
starts
that's
to
not okay.
sputter a little bit.
Uh-oh. Wait. What
You're good.
No,
You're
I
good,
was just
you're
like,
good.
wait. What am I what does my character know how to do? Oh, none of that is helpful. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I panicked. I was like, fire? Yeah, and as Lahar draws their bow, Delilah manifests daggers out of her tracers.
Awesome.
They will disappear again after 6 seconds, but she just keeps manifesting them out of like anxiety. Like, why is the fire being weird?
And you all see 3 streaks of flame. All 3 this bright red. Fly out. And let me real quick. One on top of the let me see, please hold.
I should have remembered to do that.
This is fine.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm so sorry. I
freaking
definitely forgot to copy the image. Let me fix that. Please hold. Everything's fine.
Oh dear.
What? What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, no.
Fine.
What? Totally.
Everything's totally fine. That's a really big image. Uh,
I love you, Jen. I'm also going to destroy these fire things.
Good, as you should.
Oh, I don't have an appropriate random token.
Or
I'm so mad. Don't have a placeholder token.
for our lovely viewers, there is a visible fireplace in the back. The picture being used for Merrick's, I believe, is a fire genasi, or is that what came out of the fire?
That's what came out of the fire.
Merrick's is over on the right side by the chair.
Yep.
I'm gonna drop a random token. It doesn't look at all like Delilah, but I will use that as my token for her if I can just get it to drop onto the map. No,
Yeah, no problem.
it doesn't look.
If it
doesn't
won't
look like
behave, then send it to me and I will drop it for you.
Okay. I can make that work.
Yeehaw!
I am terrified.
Oh, those are
but only a little bit.
What?
worse.
They're fine. They're friends.
Those are
Sure,
some
Jen.
gnarly looking swords.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't think
totally.
who they were friends of, to be clear.
Yeah, no, all right, fair,
They're-
valid.
They're
Technicality.
someone's friends.
Exactly.
There's an individual made of fire that's naked, and there's an individual that's made of fire that has a breastplate and two swords for our
I
viewers.
definitely thought you were about to say that has breasts.
I mean, yeah, sure. That's what breastplates are for, right? Keep them safe.
For titties, yeah, exactly. Were you able to get your token? Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh
sending
my
you
god,
a
I love
placeholder
that token.
token.
Holy shit.
Someone was sharing them on the internet.
That's really awesome. Let me move this.
But we can deal with that later. I will do a proper one for Delilah when I remember.
Perfect. Let me move this up to the correct layer and assign it to you. Please hold.
Thanks, boss. Time to do a violence.
I got you, boo. All right, you should have control. Able to move her?
Hold on, let me push the button or point and click. Yes, there she is. Let's go.
Awesome. All right, everybody roll initiative for me.
Woohoo! It's time. Send us luck in the chat. We might need it.
What
Oh, heck
could
yeah.
possibly go wrong?
Woo! Not great.
Do well either.
Where the fuck did my dry erase marker go? It ran away. I guess I'm using my phone today. Cool.
Oh, whoops.
Nothing is where it should be today. Everything's fine. Please hold while I fix my shit.
Okay. What were the combat tactics for this character? I came up with it 3 weeks ago and now I don't remember how to combat.
Stab.
Mood.
I rolled a 4.
Oh
So
my goodness gracious, you are all canceled.
it's all right. I can contextualize this.
That's okay though, because one of them rolled a 7.
I rolled a 17, so they're gonna be eating some daggers, some magic daggers.
Okay, hang on. Okay, anybody above a 20? Oh my. Above a 15?
17.
Okay, so we got Delilah at a 17. Above a 10?
11.
Okay, Lahara at an 11. Hey, hey Dan, what'd you roll?
4.
Yep, Alanira at not Lenora, Alanira. Thanks, autocorrect.
And
All right.
that also technically puts Watson at a 4.
Beautiful.
Oh,
All right, so
Watson
here's the funny
token.
thing. The initiative order is really funny because it's literally you, them, you, them, you, them, you, them. It's very funny. So first up, you have this mysterious fire genasi that has just spat out of the fireplace. Takes a look around at all of you. And then their eyes land on Merrick's. And they say, you are not the Kenneth. that we made this deal with. So I will kill you quickly. And what is going to happen is they are going to go ahead and cast something. It doesn't appear to affect any of you, but you see a kind of translucent sheen wash over them as any of you who spellcast recognize that they have just cast mage armor on themselves.
Oh, goody.
Oh.
Because, you know, they're smart. In the meantime, Delilah, hello.
Hello. Oh, okay. I'm going to. Okay, did I hear this fire genasi threaten Merrick's?
You definitely did. Yeah,
was
like
it
they basically
in
said
the
you will die
common?
quickly.
Okay, so as this action, I would like to do an insightful fighting check on them.
Okay, remind me how that works.
Let me remind myself how that works. So as bonus action, I make an insight check against the creature I can see, contested by the target's deception check. If I succeed, I can use my sneak attack, even if I don't have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay, you can go ahead and make your check then.
Absolutely, let's go. That's a 19 insight.
That's a natural 20 for a total of 29.
Oh, well, I'm not going to be able. I'm not going
what's
to be able
Delilah's
to do
total?
19. It was a sad. It was
Are we
very
It was
sad.
a really good attempt, and I respect it.
Are we in
Listen,
danger?
Delilah just says we are absolutely in danger, but not as much danger as Merrick's. And then she will manifest her daggers and yeet them at the elemental creature that is like whatever this creature is that's 20 feet away.
No problem. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. this is great. Boom. That's a
That'll
22
hit.
for dagger.
That sure will hit.
Sneak attack? No.
No.
Okay, that's
You
fine.
do not have
It is
advantage on
9
the
points.
attack, and you do not have an ally within however many feet of it.
Okay, so and then what I will do is use my movement to hold on, that is
You
is
only
the
have one attack?
furniture.
Oh, you only have one attack.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's a bonus action to attack extra, and I used my bonus action to do something else. So I have too many bonus actions.
And you know, the Watson token is really fucking cute.
Absolutely is. Is the furniture
I wanted to give him a
on the
mustache.
map? Is the furniture on the map? Like, is it actually there, or is it just?
It's actually there.
Okay, so
This is a custom-built map.
How tall is the actual like shelving furniture situation?
The shelves are about 6 feet tall.
Okay, so she's gonna fly up 6 feet and then go. I know how to roll 20. Position herself right up here. So she's got a 6. She's up 6 feet and on the actual shelving unit right here.
We'll call it like you're 5 feet above the ground for purposes of like squares and shit.
Okay, perfect. Wait, so I do have. Okay, so that is 5. So that's 20. Actually, I will myself here. Oh wait, that guy is okay. No, that's great. Perfect. That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
That's
going afterwards is actually the guy that you just came near, who is going to kind of come up a little bit on you. My mouse is really not behaving for me. And is going to take a big kind of a giant fiery claw and swipe it at you.
Great.
Let's see where this goes. Oh my.
Oh
Does a
no.
23 hit?
Yes.
Yay! I love it when a 23 hits. That sparks such joy. Oh my.
It does.
Please take 13 fire damage. And you are...
Hold on a sec. Can
No
I
problem.
uncanny dodge that?
Yeah, it's a weapon attack technically.
Is it rounded
that'll
down
be,
or rounded up?
It's rounded down, so it'll be 6 fire damage.
Sure, I'll take that. Boink. Ow.
And it's going to go ahead and wait. Uncanny. Yep, cool. And it's going to strike one more time.
Okay.
Does a that's the wrong one. 16 hit.
It's not.
All right, and the second one, you manage to kind of like flutter up a little bit, and the second claw just goes under your feet, and you can kind of like feel the heat kind of like
Oof.
warming your toes a little bit as it comes. And moving on, Lahar, you are up. You have just watched your new friend Delilah go and throw a dagger that unfortunately missed, and a blob of fire swing at your new friend Delilah and singe her a little bit.
Can't believe I have to help a noble, but at least I'm helping Delilah. So the way that Lahar's bow was stored in their jacket is that Lahar's bow comes together like piecemeal, like a lot of individual rods that are kind of like sealed together by Magitech. So at first they kind of like fall out of their sleeves before a magnetic energy starts like pulling them all together, and the full +1 magic longbow takes form.
I love that.
Then Lahar is going to clench their fist as they bonus action Zephyr Strike on themselves, giving themselves a juicy little advantage on their next attack. Now, with 40 feet of movement, Lahar is going to... Is Kenneth on the right side or the left side?
Kenneth's on the right side.
Okay.
You can see him here.
I think I'm going to try to draw attention away from Kenneth.
Okay.
So I'm going to go on the same side as Delilah. I have 40 feet of movement. And I am going to take a position right on top of this table, directly south of the fiery person attacking Delilah.
Okay.
And I'm going to take 2 sharpshooter shots at our fiery friend right there.
All right. I'm going to say you're able to pretty easily just get up on the bookshelf just because, like, it's got handholds, it's got footholds, you're fine.
And I do parkour.
Yes.
So first attack is a sharpshooter's -5, right? So that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And second attack does not have advantage. Is only a 15 to hit.
That still hits.
Okay, great. So time to roll some dice.
Yeah.
Yeehaw, as they say. Zephyr Strike is an additional D8, I believe. Let me just double check that.
Yep.
Okay, so this will be a D8, 2D8 plus 1,000,000 on the first attack. 9 points. Wait, hold on. Plus 8 plus 10. 9 plus 18. 27 points of damage on the first attack.
Jesus. Okay.
Sharpshooter, baby.
Okay.
Second attack does not have the Zephyr Strike, though. So that is only going to be 20 points of damage on the second attack.
Oh, yeah, really pathetic.
Yeah, so Lahar, as the longbow formed previously, runs, tumbles, jumps, climbs atop the bookshelf like a lurking gargoyle. I don't know. I'm trying to get poetic. Just
that's fucking terrifying.
Yep, feathers our fiery friend with 2 arrows awash with crackling light blue energy. And Lahar says, "Hey, over here," and ends their turn.
I love this so much. Okay. Give me 2 seconds to do a little bit of math. Sorry.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here.
Oh my gosh.
I love
this
it.
is so good. This is everything.
I'm so sorry, Jen. I forgot something. I have planar warrior. I can add an extra d8 of force damage. So
How
sorry.
dare you?
Add another one. Add another one to that, please. So
Okay.
48.
All right. Yeah. Really, truly pathetic. How could you? In the
Maha
meantime,
really said, "Hold on."
that super puny 48 points of damage. Is that all you have?
Actually, I do have. No, that's it. That's it.
Okay. In that case, God, look at my face. The boy wearing the kind of like armory shit kind of glances over at this Genasi, who nods and then jerks a chin toward Lahar, because you sure did just fuck up that guy's day, and that was rude of you.
Eat my ass.
Oh, he's going to.
Oh no. Now?
I mean, look,
This is
maybe he's into some real kinky shit. And you can see this thing kind of like flare up in a blaze of flame as it seems to kind of like power up a little bit. And it raises what looks to be a blade of flame, a scimitar, if you will. And it's going to do a couple of smacky smacks.
Sick.
Does a 24 hit?
It does, yeah.
Fucking incredible. So you're gonna go ahead and take, wow, that was minimum damage. Holy shit. 5 slashing damage and 1 fire damage.
Okay, I will not use absorb elements on that.
Second attack does a 19 hit.
19 also hits.
Okay. And you're gonna take 6 slashing damage and 4 fire damage.
You know, I'll take that too.
Okay. And for the final attack, is also going to hit with a 23.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to take 6 slashing damage and 3 fire damage.
Okay, so another 9. All right, so that was 25 total.
Yes. And he
Awesome.
did his very best. But as he finishes up hitting you once, twice, 3 times, you can see the flames, the kind of like the extra flame die down again a little bit, as if he'd used a recharge ability. Let's be real here. I'm not even going to try and, and on that, Alanira, you are finally up. Hello. Alanira, you have 1 second to go.
So first things first, Alanira is super not pleased with the fact that it is fire and that these things are made of fire. She's not
just like, hey, there's a fire campaign. And
Yeah.
just like, you know what I got for you?
fire.
Here's someone traumatized by fire. Let's go. And she just sort of like turns to Watson and says, hammer?
And he looks back at you, hammer, and thump. Hands you your hammer.
Thank you. And because I am unclear on this from the thing, I would like to infuse it as a magical weapon.
Okay.
But I don't. It
Smart.
says, oh no, it says no action.
Yep.
It says no action.
Infusions, yeah, they're already done.
Fucking
You infused
gorgeous.
it at some point in the past.
Yeah.
It's already there. Lovely.
We can assume that you probably infused it while the fire was going.
Sounds good.
Because, like,
I
you
feel
know,
like Ellen Nero would be smart enough to do that.
Alanira
Seems
is a
reasonable.
smart cookie, yeah.
I also accidentally
It
did
took
something
her.
on the map. Sorry.
And I believe that infusion is, here we go, it's all the way down here. Enchanted weapon, +1 to attack and damage, and it is magical.
Beautiful. Just like you all.
Infusion. Oh, choose item.
Really,
Yes.
really should let us
Okay.
delete
So I
accidental markings on the map. Sorry.
Yeah, I did that too when I was trying to move Watson's token, and now there's just this weird lavender line.
Oh,
Okay.
I can-
Oh man, Ellinger does not want to get closer either to the fire or the things made out of fire. She's gonna go up to the person on the table.
Okay.
Even though it's closer to the fire, they don't appear to be made of fire. So that's
They're a fire genasi, so like they kind of are, but they're also not as much as the other two.
yeah. And she is
He's having a
going.
rough day.
It's not a good time. It's not a good time, and it's only going to get better from here. But she is going to go ahead and start wailing with the vicious warhammer.
Okay, go ahead and make your attacks.
Hell yeah.
I need you also know
And
the character's name in D&D Beyond for me is just Firefucker.
Nice.
amazing. And I want to specify that this is two-handed.
Okay.
And because I can't, for some reason, do the infusion properly, it's going to. There's an extra 1 to add on to it.
Okay.
23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. For 10.
Okay.
And then second attack,
Mm-hmm.
21
Yep.
for 15.
Jesus. Yep. Awesome.
And then, because I can do other things, because I am a wizard, sort of. No, I'm actually not going to cast a spell. Oh, I could have done, though. No, I will use my bonus action
Mm-hmm.
to order Watson
Mm-hmm.
to use deflect attack
Mm-hmm.
and move over here to impose disadvantage on the one who just went kind of ham.
Okay.
Nice.
So basically you're saying blah 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 disadvantage on the attack for that big boy with the armor unless it attacks the defender. Okay,
Yes,
cool.
if it attacks Watson, it's not going to fly.
Cool. Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Awesome. All right. So we're going to cycle back up to the top. You have just pissed off someone whose turn it is, which is a choice. So let's see what this friend is going to do. Please hold. All right. This gorgeous, wonderful fucker is going to gather some more magical energy around itself. And they are going to, once again, cast something as small little wisps of fire kind of spring up around them. They don't seem to be actually that hot. They just seem to be floating there. And then they are going to go ahead and pull out a rapier
Ooh.
and do a stabby stab. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
However, comma.
I am going to cast shield.
All right, look at you go. A+. Okay. So this guy just is absolutely useless during your turn. Delilah.
Well, Watson kind of is there now, so I can't do the thing I wanted to do, which was cause more chaos. However, I am going to, because I am 30. If I am 30 feet above on the shelf, am I considered leaving those elemental guys range if I were just to fly right above them?
If you were above them within 5 feet of
Like
them,
5 feet?
then you are considered adjacent and in melee range. You would have to go higher if you wanted to hit if you wanted to get like within like range. The only issue is here the ceiling is not super high, so you really can't get more than 10 feet off the ground.
Because I had a fun idea.
And also, you'd provoke an attack of opportunity unless you had something to avoid that.
I mean, I do.
Oh, yeah,
I
so
have
you
a fun idea. Okay, so as a bonus action, I will disengage.
Okay.
I will flutter. There it is. That was the plan. That's the move. And then I will flutter. Okay, so is there a way for me to target my fairy fire, because it's a 20-foot cube, but I don't want to hit my allies. Definitely do not want to hit Lahar
Ooh,
or
but
Watson.
it doesn't hit allies.
It doesn't?
It does not hit allies.
Does
it
it?
does say any creature in the area when the spell is cast.
But it
Yeah.
darn.
So it would.
I thought it
spell is
only
it?
lit up them.
Is that Fairy Fire?
Nope.
Yeah,
Any creature.
fairy
Damn,
fire.
okay.
So like what happens if I try to only do it like in a 10-foot square? It just does it bounce back
You
and
cannot
like
shrink the area. Really, the only way that you could do it is if you were, for example, to catch. You would have to either only get the Genasi or only get the non-armored boy if you want to avoid hitting anybody else.
I will also throw out
Yeah.
there, don't worry too much about Watson.
Get Watson. Get Watson.
Watson's pretty sturdy.
You can get both of the elementals if you do Watson as well.
I think that's the move.
Watson
Okay,
Watson
you know
has
what?
tricks.
You know what? That's the move. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
So what I will do is cast the fairy fire with my action. It is a DC 16 dexterity save for the two of them,
Okay.
specifically avoiding Lahar.
Okay. Well, I was a little bit preemptive. The armored boy fails. The non-armored boy passes. And Watson, you want to go ahead and make a save for me for Watson?
Yes. What save is it again?
Dex save.
Dexterity.
Dex. Actually, he actually gets bonuses to that.
Ninja robot.
Uh,
Ninja robot.
so that is a natural 1. So he does not save.
All right. So we have a fairy fired Watson and a fairy fired big boy. However, the annoying big boy was hit.
Excellent.
Anything else from you, Delilah?
I'm going to then
I actually need to refresh my page briefly because Delilah... Oh, there she is. Hello. Hi. Anything else from you, Delilah? Sorry.
Do I want a bonus action? Disengage. I just have to decide what to do with my bonus action now. I'm gonna bonus action disengage and just fly.
You could always dodge.
Huh?
You could always dodge.
I
if you
do
feel
have.
like it.
I am going to try to reposition myself. Wait, I'm only 5 feet up. That's great. How tall are these guys?
These guys are medium.
Okay, they're tall-ish boys. I mean, everyone's taller than me. That's just life.
Yeah, they are one size category larger than you.
Again, just life. I just have to decide really quickly what I want to do. No, I'm
No
gonna
problem.
bonus action disengage and use my movement to go. Wait, 15. Oh, that's bad. 15. I am 5 feet up in the air, but like 15, 25. Can I land in the, or I guess that, I don't know how tall that plant is, but I'm like
The
above
plant is
that plant.
the plant is like kind of like squat, so you'd be like above it, but I will let you just drop to it, like it's not.
I will. I just.
If you would like to squash Merix's plant, you can squash Merix's plant.
I'm only 2 feet tall. Well, yeah, I was gonna try to flop into the, like a very comedic head first into the plant.
Yeah. Do you want to? You can do that.
Yeah. So you just see Delilah.
Oh, you disappeared from me
dive
again.
into the plant.
There you go. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah,
No
you
problem.
just see Delilah dive into the plant, like
All right.
all 2 feet of her.
And is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right.
'Cause
So y'all
that's
see
fun.
Delilah essentially just scatter a bunch of like fairy dust.
It's purple and pink.
Purple and pink fairy dust. You see the fire elemental up top just kind of like swatted away. It kind of burns in the air. The other one is a little bit too distracted between Watson and between Lahar. So it's a little bit too distracted. That one gets caught. Watson just seems to think it's pretty. It's like, yes. And a small rustle as Delilah just kind of like thunks into the potted plant. And with that, we are going to take a little break and come back in about 15 minutes. Sorry to break mid-round, mid-combat, but we do take general stretch the legs, take a bio break, have some water, hydrate, don't dehydrate, all that shit. So we will see you back here in about 15 minutes once we have had a chance to regroup a little bit. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Fires of Kitty Cat. Hi, baby. We are back with the middle of combat by Kitty Cat. I love you so much. Yes, here we go. I see a couple of new followers. Thank you for following, friends. Welcome to combat. Last we left off, our friend Merrick Kenneth was being absolutely attempted to be wrecked by this fire genasi and a couple of fire elementals that essentially popped out of his fireplace, said, "You know what? Fuck you." And then the party decided, for whatever reason, that when we say eat the rich, we mean eat the rich, but not evil people. We eat the rich. So last we left off, Delilah had just finished her turn dive bombing a plant, which was very funny. Unfortunately, due to some technical issues, no map today. If y'all are super curious, get fucked, I guess. I got nothing. Maybe we'll pop a map in a tweet somewhere or something, because I actually do love this map. It was actually made for me by a friend of mine. Thanks, Chase. Love you. In the meantime, we are going to hop right back into combat with our friend, the fire elemental, who did manage to get rid of all of this shit that was bothering him, who is going to kind of take a look around, notice that there is someone threatening his kind of like commander of sorts, and is going to go ahead and eat the attack of opportunity from Watson, who is more than welcome to make one.
Yeah.
Oh no, not flanking.
By the way, what?
Oh wow. Okay. So sorry. Hold on.
You're good.
That is a 23.
All right, that will absolutely hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, 1d8 plus 4. 10.
All right. Oof, ouch, owie. And for reference to everyone who is watching, and also my players, for whom this will be relevant information at some point, I'm sure. In Jen's 5e games, flanking being advantage feels a bit powerful. Flanking gives a +1 to hit. In Gen
I'm
games.
not gonna die.
+2 is a bit much, like for the Pathfinder that I'm used to. Advantage seems a bit much too. So we're just gonna go ahead and make it a +1. So we're gonna see if first off, if this guy gets his poofy poof back. Oh, no, this other one. Hey, does a 23 hit?
Even with
up,
the
right?
I do have shield up, which, by the way, I would like to visually retcon as sort of like being built into the mechanical arm.
Okay, absolutely.
Like Phil Coulson, Agents of Shield kind of nonsense.
Love it. I fucking love it. A+. Does that hit with shield?
It does.
F. I'm so sorry. You take 10 fire damage.
Yak.
I'm sorry. And 18 does not hit though, so the second hit goes wide.
Okay.
And let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much it for him. Bringing us to Lahar.
So how hurt is our buddy pal who just attacked Elanira?
Almost not at all.
Almost not at all.
Pretty much all of your efforts so far have gone to the other guy and the fire genasi.
Okay. Oh wait, who is the one that I dealt 48 damage to?
That was this guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was asking about.
Oh yes. He's
okay.
looking pretty hurt. He's looking. If fire could bleed, he is starting to bleed.
Listen, Lahar, like a good min-maxer, knows less enemies is a priority over multiple damaged enemies. So Lahar is going to do the same thing and Zephyr Strike themselves, which allows them to move without taking opportunity attacks. So bye! Lahar is going to go right here. Actually here, to kind of create a little corner, thus trapping Fire Sword guy between myself and Watson, so that he can't get to the person who's concentrating on Fairy Fire right now. And I'm going to take 2 sharpshooter attacks at our buddy who's attacking our sweet orc friend.
Okay.
So first attack, with advantage, but -5 for sharpshooter is going to be the higher of which is a 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Second is 10.
Nope.
All right. Well, I'm putting everything onto that 19. So,
I mean, hey. Work.
do I have enough d8s? Yeah, I think so. All right.
Flex.
So this will be 11 plus 18, 29 points of damage, all magical, a mix of piercing and force. As I dive, I duck, I roll, I draw my arrow and fire it.
Hell fucking yes. This friend is these flames are starting to flicker a little bit. You can see the whatever source of energy deep in its chest that is kind of fueling its existence is starting to falter a little bit.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. You have, by the way, a friend Armor Boy, who is going to scoot up, and is going to go ahead and eat that disadvantage to attack anybody except Watson, to smack at Lahar.
I accept.
It's a very good thing that they did that, because that is going to miss. I assume, just guessing, an 11 doesn't hit.
Nope. Catch the sword on my bow.
Does not get his poof back. Next attack, does a 20 hit?
20 does hit.
Incredibly sexy. Take 10 slashing damage.
All right.
And a 10 does not hit. So 2 attacks go wide, 1 does connect, doing a little bit of damage to you. But other than that, he was pretty useless this turn. Alanira, hi.
Hi. This isn't fun. For her. Let's see. I think I would like to use my bonus action to cast Branding Smite at 3rd level.
Okay. Very sexy. Okay.
Ignore those numbers.
Okay.
That's just me logging it.
No problem.
Okay. And then I am going to continue to wail on the one on the table, because
Okay.
I feel like they're holding something back. I don't know what they did last round, and I don't like it.
Okay.
And I would like it to not happen. So we're gonna do that double-handed mage hammer again.
Go for it.
Still at a +1 to roll, so 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
And after you roll damage, go ahead and make a dex save for me.
There it is. Okay, so that is not great. 7 plus the branding smite, which is 3d6. And so it is 1, 3. So, okay, so 6 damage. Literally rolled a 1, and 2, and a 3.
13 total.
And they are glowing.
Mm-hmm.
So
wait,
can't turn invisible. So 6 radiant damage, and then I will also use my arcane jolt, which is an extra 2d6 to that.
Hell fucking yes, we love it.
I'm just going all in on this first hit, which is 11 extra damage.
Woo!
So 7, 6, and 11 for a total of 24 damage.
Okay.
No, 25 because it's +1.
Got it. And then one more. Awesome.
Okay.
And you can see little cracks starting to appear on this guy's skin as the elemental energy within them starts to kind of. It's not as bad as the other one, but it's starting to flicker a little bit.
And you said dex save?
Yep.
I crit.
Well then.
Let's go.
Let me see if
Let's go.
you get anything anyway. Oh, you still take half damage. We love it.
Ah, well, all right.
So you take 11 damage halved to 5 of fire damage. As essentially in response to getting smackaroonied, the fire in their hair flares up and lashes out at you.
I hate that, and I come back and just swing my second attack through.
Hell yes.
25.
Yeah, y'all are rolling so well today. Damn.
So that is 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oof, ouch, owie, my bones. All right, you have been active this turn. What else you got for me?
I think that's it, because I think Branding Smite is done. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, the next time you hit.
Yep. Makes the relevant concentration saves. Anything else for you?
No, because I used my bonus action to start this. So Watson goes into dodge mode on his turn, which is right after mine.
All right.
Because I did not give him a command, so he will just be dodging. So attacks
So
on him
no
have
matter what,
disadvantage.
Sparta has disadvantage on whoever they attack. A+. I love it. Okay. In the meantime, the friend that you've been wailing on is not super happy with you.
I'd imagine.
Like not super happy.
I sympathize.
I'm going to ask because again, player safety over everything else. Is it okay if I use a fire spell on Alanira, given this person's analysis of her reactions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I like to check for consent just because, a lot going on here. So what's going to happen is this fucker is going to kind of reach out with a hand. And I would like you to please hold. I'd like you to please hold. Make a dex saving throw for me.
Why is it always gotta be Dex?
9.
All right.
Is that a reaction to do that?
Are you looking at Flash of Genius?
I'm looking at Flash of Genius. It's a reaction.
You can do it.
I can, but I don't think the +5 is going to help out too much, and I'm going to hold on to that reaction for something else, so no.
Yeah, I'm going to be real. Your +5 is not going to do jack shit.
I didn't think it was going to.
Let me real quick take a look at something.
Not Alanira.
All right. So what happens is the fucker kind of reaches out, and their hand doesn't actually touch you, but it stops right in front of you as they cast a Burning Hands at their max level at you.
No.
This big gout of liquid fire just spews out at you, and you unfortunately failed your saving throw.
I sure did.
So 12.
Damn, Jen doesn't mess around.
20. 28 points of fire damage, and I'm going to need, please, a concentration check for your glow. Or not glow. Yes, glow? Yes, glow.
I think Branding Smite is... Hold on, let me see.
Double check.
Isn't it just concentration in order to like smack it? But
I think so. Let me just double check though.
I'm happy to do it otherwise, but
target sheds dim light in a 5 phrase and can't be invisible until the spell ends.
So that means the spell is still active. So I do need to do that.
Yes.
I think.
Damn.
Okay, you said how much damage?
28.
I would like to use my reaction to cast Absorb Elements.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
At 3rd level.
All right. And what does that do?
Basically gives me 3d6 damage reduction against fire.
Excellent.
I think it's just resistance to the damage, and then it's 3d6 on your next attack, because I have that spell too.
Oh, wait,
yeah, you do have resistance. Okay.
Oh, wait. Then...
Yeah.
So wait, hold on.
It's halved.
Oh, then I don't need to cast it. I cast at 3rd level assuming it was going to be
Yeah, it's an extra. You get an extra d6 damage of fire type when you hit. I'm gonna be honest with you because it seems fairly obvious. These guys
Yes,
don't care
no.
about fire damage.
I cast it at first level. I was casting it at third level in the understanding of I was reducing damage.
Yeah.
But-
So instead of 28, you now take 14, which means your DC for concentration is back down to 10.
Oh, come the fuck
Incredible.
on. That's a
Elanira is
9.
so hard.
I have a +7 to Constitution. It's fire. It's fire.
Able? Oh, you can't because the surveillance is a reaction, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm so sad for you.
It's fine. It's fine.
buddy.
Oh,
Unless
Okay, so
the fire genasi is going to turn invisible, it's fine.
you do unfortunately lose the glow, but you did successfully reduce a whole bunch of damage.
Yes.
And subsequently, probably at least some of the trauma that comes with it. You know,
Yeah, she's like hissing through her teeth, like really.
She's having a rough day.
Yeah.
Let me see. And
This is Delilah watching from the plant right now. Just like, oh no.
And they don't really have a bonus action to speak of. However, let me see. Blah, blah. All right. In that case, that is it for their turn. Delilah, hi, you're in a plant.
I am in a plant. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. There's another plant on this map.
Are you like hiding in these plants? Is that what's happening?
I would like to use my movement to dive bomb into the next plant, do a bonus action hide action.
Okay, go ahead.
Hide,
Roy.
cutting. That's what I'd like to do because Delilah is a very serious character, y'all.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth. Woo! Well, okay.
Hold on, I know how to roll 20, I swear. And then she into the to the next plant, and then what she will do is attack from behind this plant.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack. Are you going for the Genasi or the Elemental?
It's a good question. I'm gonna go for the Genasi because they're too busy with Elanira.
All right. You're too busy re-traumatizing Elanira.
Listen, that was not okay. All right, so is that with advantage because from hidden?
Let me. Yes.
I just want to double check. All right, here we go. Bam. That is a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
That is some sneak attack damage, correct?
Fuck yeah. Because you
Wait.
you did have advantage on the attack roll.
Let's go.
So I saw that piercing damage plus your sneak attack of 12. Awesome.
Yeah, so that is 21 points of dagger eating damage.
And you see as this dagger kind of like sinks into this Genasi's kind of like into their back.
Magical dagger
You
eating
see
damage.
their head slowly turn to look at you. And
Hi.
in their eyes is incredible. And in their eyes is this like burning flame of I see you, little shit. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
All right. So this little fire is having a rough time right next to Elanira. And again, it's having a rough time. It is kind of on its last legs. It did not recharge its thing, so it's just going to make a couple of smackaroonies.
Elanira sees Delilah do more thumbs up, like positive affirmation on the battlefield.
Now that your shield is down, yes?
What was the number?
19?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And that is 8 fire damage. How you looking?
That one bloodied me.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
Luckily, the next attack was a 7. So 13. So that one doesn't hit.
Great.
Well, 14 with the flanking, but it doesn't really matter. In that case, that is its turn. It did its best. It's having a rough day, you know. Lahar, hi, you want to fuck somebody up?
Yeah. We got to
It still
reduce
has
these
fairy
numbers. I'm
fire.
going to attack the elemental that just.
I
oh,
just want to
yeah,
interject that Delilah on the other side of this of this fucking Genasi is like looking at Alanira, who is like gritting her teeth and like steaming, literally.
oh no. She's trying to be encouraging. She knows it looks bad.
Just like, hey, you got this, girl.
Lahar's getting
You got this.
down to business and gonna attempt to drop that one. So once again, same deal. Zephyr Strike, advantage on the one that they don't have advantage on.
Mhm.
There we go. Natural 20.
Yay!
Tell me how you want to kill it.
Uh,
You can roll damage if you want to, because I acknowledge that rolling damage is really fucking fun. But I am telling you right now, it's dead.
yeah, I'll roll damage. Cool. So that is
Very big number.
14 plus 18, 32, something like that.
It's very dead.
Yeah, cool.
Very
so
big number.
as all of this chaos is happening, Lahar draws their next arrow, letting the windy energy of Zephyr Strike whirl it around in their bow like a drill before let's go, like a spiral of blue energy comes off of the arrow before it shreds the fire elemental into dust.
Oh my god, it's the Elden Ring blue arrow spell.
I believe you. My computer
love it.
crashes when I try to run Elden Ring. And that was my first attack. And I didn't use Planar Warrior on it. Now I turn back to Swordy McSword behind me and I say, your turn. I do not want disadvantage on ranged attacks. So what I'm going to do is just hop backwards just a teensy-tiny bit. I do not get an opportunity attack because of Zephyr Strike. And that friend still has fairy fire, so I am going to do. Yes, that friend is sparkly, so I kind of just like do like a little step, twirl, bow, fire it again. Advantage. That is a 19. Excuse me, 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right, 19 to hit. No. I will use Planar Warrior on this one, so that's going to be. 5 plus 18 is 23 points of magical damage as I launch another arrow.
23 points. Ooh, ouch, owie, his bones. He hasn't really taken
this.
Damage yet, but he is not happy.
Cool. I use the rest of my movement to go back exactly where I was to continue blocking him from my friends.
We love it. Anything else from you?
I say, fuck you, and I end my turn.
Incredible. All right. Well, it's gonna go ahead and hit you right back.
Cool.
Alanira, how long does this thing with the fuck you robot last?
I think it's just on the turn, and because I didn't re-up it, let me make sure.
Or is it a passive? I don't remember.
No, it's a reaction.
Oh.
Wait, let me double check something on the
No problem at all.
On my Steel Defender page. It can move and use its reaction on its own. So, Watson would like to deflect attack.
Okay. Watson, awesome. We'll say he did that, which gives Swordfucker disadvantage to do a smackaroni on Lahar. This guy is not super smart. He just wants to hit whatever's hitting him. That's not going to hit. Next
AC is 16.
Cool. Then that second one will hit.
Okay.
Oh, does he get his swoosh back? He does not. Which is probably good. You take 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
And for the final attack, an 18 does hit, and you take 9 slashing damage.
Okay. None of this is fire?
None of this is fire.
All right. Lahar is starting to look a little bit hurt with 23 hit points. So I think Lahar, who's been like putting on the tough act, that attack hits them and they kind of start to buckle to one knee. The sleeves and back of their outfit is starting to get singed and sliced from all the hits they're taking, and then they just spit blood on the ground and go, Good thing I was bought a second outfit by Petunia."
Somewhere in the city, Petunia feels a disturbance in the force. Petunia can feel the powers of life force starting to bleed out of them. Anyway,
Oh no.
I love this so much. Oh, Sarah, I hope you're watching. Um,
Hello, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders. Hello, Misty Mountains streaming. Welcome to the Fires of Sharn, where I am torturing my players, traumatizing at least one of them, hiding a couple in potted plants, and also bloodying everybody. Anyway, now that this armor boy is finished up, Alanira and then Watson, you are up. Alanira, the firefucker behind you has been demolished, leaving only the firefucker in front of you.
This feels good to not be standing next to a living, actual flame. Things have improved dramatically for Alanira in the space of 6 seconds. And what she would like to do is, I think if Delilah can still see this over, oh no, Delilah moved, right? Yeah,
Oh, Delilah's in the plant.
a little bit of a
She
distance.
can.
No longer hidden right
No
now,
longer.
so it's easy to see her, but
Yeah, no, I can see.
Alanira just kind of like smiles very angrily and would you believe that I would like to continue wailing on them with my two-handed hammer?
that surprises me, and I will find a way to get over the shock and tell you to roll to hit.
Lovely. Here we go.
I feel like with Delilah's like passive insight, she knows
Ooh.
that Smila's not happy.
14.
Nope.
Oh wait, can I use Flash of Genius on an attack? No, ability check or saving throw. Nope. Okay, so that one misses. And I do it again.
That's better. That'll do it.
21. Okay.
That'll do it.
And so that is 15 damage plus I'm going to do another arcane jolt for another 2d6 on top for 8. So a total of 23.
Okay. This friend is looking very rough. Last leg's rough.
Nice.
Bonus action. I will instruct Watson to come over here and hit this fucker.
Okay. What's Watson's speed?
40 feet.
All right. So let me real quick see what this looks like in terms of can Watson get flanking?
Watson can flank.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Watson can totally flank.
Watson can flank.
Yep.
Let's go, Watson.
All right, Watson, let's go, bud.
So we can get Watson all the way up here.
That will provoke an attack of opportunity, probably.
Yes. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Does a 19 hit Watson?
It does.
I love it when a 19 hits Watson. And I can roll minimum damage. So Watson takes 5 scimitar damage.
Okay. So what's that resistances? Just a
Probably.
poison. Just a poison.
Wow.
Can't be surprised, can't be poisoned, nor charmed, exhausted. Yeah. Watson. Okay, and don't fuck this. It's a +9 to hit. That is
Come on,
11 plus 9 is 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. 1d8 plus 4. Yeah. That is a 6 plus 4 is 10.
All right. This guy's barely standing.
All right. That is all I can do.
Okay. And it is their turn.
Oh no.
they're going to kind of like look around, look at you all, and you can see they cast something, and the little wisps of fire around them vanish. And you see them make a break for the fireplace. Alanira, you can make an attack of opportunity if you like.
Do it.
Would you believe that I would in fact like to make that attack of opportunity?
I'm shocked, but I believe it. Now, for reasons that I will explain, depending, you're going to make it a disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, the first one was lower, but it's an 18 total with the bonuses of my weapon and Watson.
That just hits. So, do me a favor and tell me what it looks like, and then I will add on a little bit because there's something that you don't know that I do know.
As they're trying to get away, she just sort of like the gritted teeth scream just starts like building up from like a low roar, and she just brings it up, and as they're running away, the two-handed hammer like comes back up and over and just smashes down from above, like through the shoulder, just like knocking them to the side off the table and directly into the concrete, and she just drives it home with like immense follow through.
Okay, so you bring this hammer back up and around, and you swing it down as you see this genasi start to make a break for it. And it's funny, you feel it connect. And for a split second, you could swear that the image of this genasi continues for like maybe a foot. Like to the side of your hammer. Before it flickers, and flickering into view in front of you is the now non-illusory, non-invisible genasi crumpling to the ground. They had tried to create an illusion that would run away for them, but because they were still in the same space, you managed to hit the real one. And this genasi just crumples to the floor in front of you. Dead. Or unconscious. We'll go unconscious in case y'all want to talk to them. But for now, dead. Anything else? Well, it's their turn. Never mind. Well, their turn is done because they're unconscious. Delilah, hi. You do still have one more firefucker running around.
Okay, great. Just want to double check something. 30 feet. I can yeet a dagger that far? Hold on.
I think so. I think it was 1560 or 2060.
Oh, it's 2060. All right.
But you can also move.
Okay. That's not really gonna hide me, is it? Good lord.
You're small. You can hide behind pretty much anything you want.
That's true.
You can hide behind Elmira if you like.
All right. I'm gonna move over here. Do one of those shh, and then do a bonus action hide.
Go ahead and make a check. You know what? Don't even bother. You succeed. Okay.
You do also get sneak attack anyway because it's advantage, but 30 stealth is fun.
It's like 30 stealth, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I forgot about that. I just thought it would be funny because you know me, I'm here for the bits.
I need you to know that you rolled 7 times what this thing's perception was. So it doesn't even know you exist anymore.
That's a 20 to hit, and then that is 8 points of damage, and then that's gonna eat some sneak attack. because I am so extra. That is 18 points of damage of piercing magical dagger damage.
Okay. Gorgeous. We love to hear it. We love a badass fairy friend. Anything else for you?
She offers her hand to Elanir as a high five.
Aw. Elanira, you were offered a high five.
Just a tiny little
Just gonna
fairy
like
high
look
five.
at you for a minute and just like
I'm not on
hiss
fire.
through her teeth, like
I'm not on
like
fire.
deep like breathing, just like. And she'll just like slowly put like she'll like take one hand off the hammer and just put like the other like the real hand up.
Yeah.
All right. So normally it would be the one of the elementals' turns, except now it is a glowing pile of dust on the ground. So instead, it's going to be Lahar's turn.
Yeah.
Awesome. Seeing the friends take out the Genasi, Lahar just gives them a little like two-fingered salute. Before Lahar engages their strategy when they're at low HP. Specifically, because they're a Horizon Walker Ranger and a teleporting dragon-marked character, I can move 70 feet every round between Misty Step and running, and I can also attack from 600 feet away because I have Sharpshooter. You can never catch me. I Misty Step in a burst of blue energy. You kind of see an accelerated Lahar zooming, and then while they're hanging upside down, like Claude on the cover of Three Houses, fires two arrows at our friend right there, both with advantage because of the fairy fire.
Come on, my boy!
Dirty 20 to hit on the
Yep.
first one. Second one is unfortunately only a 12, but we do still get one hit. So this is going to be damage-wise. 11 plus 18, 29 points of piercing damage fired upside down. And then I use the rest of my movement to zoop, 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 zoop all the way across the room. And I, this time, end up very close to our dear friend Merrick's. And I go, all right, we took most of the hits. It's your turn now.
He looks at him, he's like he is cowering. Like, at this point, he is cowering behind the bookshelf in the corner. And he just looks over at you and he's like, 100 gold each. And then ducks back behind the bookshelf.
Fine. I still zoop all the way to the other end of the room, so I cannot.
That's totally fine. All right. Speaking of, it's this friend's turn. It's gonna kind of look around and then spot this little fucker that just sneak attacked it. And then it's going to try and smack you, Delilah. Hi.
Uh-oh.
It's not happy. You made it angry. Does it recharge its thingy? It does not. Wow, this guy is rolling like absolute shit. By any chance, does a 14 hit you?
It's not.
Guess I'll go fuck myself. Second attack is also a miss. Third attack is the same number. So this guy is having a rough day. He just watched his best friend and his husband just get wrecked in front of him. So he's having a rough day.
Didn't know it was like that.
This changes nothing for Alanira. They're made of fire. They're made of fire.
No, he just rolled like absolute shit. He rolled a 7 and 2 2s. So he does nothing. Which brings us to Alanira.
No pity, no remorse. Bonk bonk.
Someone
Bonk,
please
bonk,
put it on
baby.
t-shirt.
Do you want to zoop around to the back and get flanking?
Yeah.
No, I think Alanira is just wailing. 23.
Yeah.
15 damage.
Oof, ouch, owie. Starting to look a little rough.
And 19 to hit.
Yep.
For 8 more damage.
Jesus. People are rolling wildly well. It's so funny.
Violence.
Anything for your
Oh yeah. Bonus action for Watson.
Mm-hmm.
I will command Watson to. No, actually, no, I won't. I will command Watson to do to run over and do force empowered rend. To also do a punch.
All right.
Watson is very fast, and Watson may flank.
Perfect. Go for it and add that +1.
Okay. Can I actually do this from my character sheet? Let me see. I thought I saw something for Steel Defender in here. Yes, here we go. Weapon attack +9.
Gorgeous.
So plus an extra 1. Yikes, that is a 13.
Yeah, no, sorry.
That's okay. Watson was not built specifically to do the smacky smack. Watson just happens to sometimes do the smacky smack.
Watson has managed to admirably well make it so that other people are having a hard time smacking anybody else.
Hell yeah.
But that was
He's a great
excellent.
table. He's a great table.
So this, we're gonna go ahead and make that death save. Delilah, you're up.
Oh, great. I'm gonna do a little shuffly over here. Take a actually, hold on. Wait. I'm just gonna do a bonus action disengage and take a few steps. Hold on.
Okay. And regardless
go
of
over here.
your anywhere you want, really, and regardless of your advantage status, you are going to have sneak attack because you do have other friends in the area.
Yeah. Wait. No. I just have to make sure I do the thing properly. Hold on. I know how to. Wait. That's not. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna move. Just so I can eat them daggers. That's what I'm gonna do. Because they're magical. Just like me. Okay. Enough of that. Roll.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Boom. Here, have some sneak attack for a treat.
With the
That's
8
20
piercing
points of
damage.
damage.
Jesus, look at you go. Okay.
Nice.
All right. So that'll take 20 more damage.
And then she just makes goofy faces at the elemental.
What is that? Just for fun, or make a general charisma check? Make a charisma check.
Okay. She's just. That's a 17.
Okay.
It's more like just a playful, like taunting, like what a little kid would do, basically.
Let me real quick. Okay. You know what? We're gonna say that distracted it. Because it rolled low on it rolled a 6. No matter what it wants to do, it rolled low. So we'll say the next person to attack it will have advantage. Because you distracted it by making funny faces. In the meantime, Lahar, it's you.
Cool. I, believe it or not, I'm gonna shoot it. But this time I'm gonna upcast a little Zephyr Strike on myself, just to add a little juicy extra bit of damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was 40 round not enough?
No. Oh, hold on. Weird. I can't upcast Zephyr Strike. That's so strange.
Oh.
That's okay. I'll use my last first level spell slot for it. So I am going to make my rolls, both of them with advantage.
Mm-hmm. I think it dies.
Yep, natural 19 on the first one.
Barely hits. Sorry.
Yeah. The second one is lower. That is a 15.
Oh, that will not hit.
Okay. Well, we'll see if this does it. So this will just be 3d8 plus 18. Let's see. That is, ooh, that's what I like to see. That is going to be 17 plus 18, 35 points of magical piercing damage with a little force on the side.
Flavor your kill.
All right. Lahar, seeing seeing their new friends engaging in this battle, doing very well for themselves. Lahar gets memories of fighting alongside Petunia in the depths of Sharn, seeing that there are indeed other people in this forsaken city who do have what it takes to throw down.
Oh.
They knock their arrow aglow with blue dimensional energy and say, "Looks like the tables have turned." And blasts Firecracker.
Oh my god, we have raiders from Roll for Felicity. The tables have turned directly over here. Hello, friends. Hello, raiders. You came in just in time for the coolest fucking scene. Oh my god, and that arrow just hits exactly. You are a planar expert. You know how this shit works. You know where elementals are weak, where their power cores are. You aim right for where you know their energy is concentrated. And that arrow strikes true right into the center of its chest, and you see just for a moment the arrow kind of glow bright with this fiery energy before it disintegrates completely along with this fire elemental. And just a couple of clangs as its two scimitars crash to the ground, followed by the quiet sound of sand falling as this elemental dust just settles on the carpet that I'm sure Merrick's will be thrilled to have cleaned later. And yeah. And in the wake of this attack, there are now two piles of dust, two scimitars, and a genasi who is now dead. Because they rolled a natural one on the second death save.
Well, yeah, I guess stabilizing me wasn't the priority.
Listen,
if you would like to, I will let you all try and make it over to them because you are right there. I will let you stabilize them before, if you would think to. I'm trusting y'all to, you know.
I will be honest, Alanira would not be about that. Alanira was kind of going for a kill shot, but they survived. She's like put it out of her mind already.
I think Lahar knows the value of information in this situation because we would have nothing but a random attack if we didn't get anything out of this, and Lahar has Cure Wounds, so I think this makes sense. Lahar dashes over to the Genasi, takes a palm aglow with blue energy, just kind of presses it above their collarbone, and yeah, go ahead.
Can Delilah assist by tying the Genasi up beforehand, like so that when you
before they're resuscitated? Yeah, good call.
Yeah. So she just
it's a team effort.
Two foot
be a really big rough job.
Yeah.
So as far as tying this friend up, it's going to be a bit of a rush job, because we are racing the clock against death. So I'm going to say you are able to tie them up, not super well, but enough that they're not getting anywhere without, you know.
Can we have Watson get in front of the fireplace and turn into a vertical table?
So you absolutely can. Watson, what do you think, Alanira?
Alanira, like, feel free to ask Watson. Alanira has actually gone over to the bookcase that our friend is hiding behind and sort of with the mechanical arm just like shoved it over to the side in just one like big angry motion.
So Merrick's, so we'll start with Watson. Watson will go over and plunk in front of the fireplace. We'll actually plunk on top of the fire, extinguishing it in the process.
Can Delilah enlarge herself?
Partly because
Protocol 7.
Can Delilah enlarge herself and sit on the Genasi so they can't move?
Sure. I'm gonna be real. You're like 2 feet tall. It's not gonna do much, but yes.
No. But like, if I enlarge to a medium-sized creature, can I? Like, would it help? I just had this idea that if I use enlarge on myself,
That's up to you.
I'm gonna
Totally up
enlarge
to you.
myself to a medium-sized creature and attempt to sit on
Okay,
this genasi.
You now have a much larger Delilah sitting on the genasi, who's kind of like previously flaming hair is now just kind of like dimmed and kind of looks more like charcoaly almost. In the meantime, Alanira, you have kind of like scooted the bookshelf to the side and you see Merrick's just like hiding behind it. And you see a pair of very terrified eyes. Are they gone?
For now?
Well, what did they mean? Not the Merricks we were expecting. Did they know my grandfather?
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I know anything about the way that Genasi and Fire Plains people function?
In what way? Like, what information are you trying to get from this?
So, Alnira is a magical, studious sort of person. And I figure, even though she probably doesn't have direct knowledge of planar forces, if there is lore that is out there about how they behave, how they, like, if there is cultural understanding or history of magical creatures, that might be something she might know.
Okay. You can go ahead and make an Arcana or a History check. Pick one, whichever one you like.
Arcana.
Hello, Neon Lights Roleplay. Thank you so much for the raid. You got here just in time for the giant fairy sitting on a fire genasi and also a very scared nobleman having a rough time.
She's too pissed off right now. That's a natural one.
Oh, no.
It's not, no recollection.
Yep. No problem. So you were having a rough time. You know that you might have relevant information, but you also know that right now you are too much in battle mode. You are too hyper focused on survival, kill the fire, that you got nothing right now.
It's not there. I just go, sounds like something your family might know.
The other Merricks is very dead. I can't exactly ask him.
Didn't pass along the family secrets.
If he did, I would have more information for you about the forges. I have been working at decoding his journals all month. I only just got enough to summon you all. But as he kind of very slowly kind of like pokes his head around, glances at this dead genasi, and not dead, sorry.
Mostly dead.
In progress genasi, and these two piles of dust and the two scimitars on the ground. It seems that there may be more to this forge than we expected. In the meantime, Lahar, you have just pumped a cure wounds into this genasi, who just kind of and just kind of like looks up, looks around, looks at this fairy that definitely wasn't this big before, sitting on their chest.
She's crossing her arms, trying to be intimidating, and sitting on his legs.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check, question mark?
Listen, she's trying and fails really hard.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oof. Oof.
Back to back.
I mean, look. So this genasi kind of looks at her, raises an eyebrow. Do you need help or something?
She looks at Lahar and says, "Did I do it? Did I do it?"
You You definitely did it. And then Lahar is now going to look at the fire genasi and say, it's very rude to enter someone's home without introducing yourself.
And you get back a stubborn glare in return.
Well, we've got a job to do, and we don't really have
Why
time.
did I?
Well, it seems like you failed.
It appears so. Why am I alive?
We have questions. We were hoping you would answer them. Believe it or not, I prefer the path of least bloodshed. And I know that some people, just kind of gestures with the head towards the noble person hiding in the corner, there are machinations that might have drawn our two dimensions together.
Yes, machinations of his family's doing.
What do you want? Independent of him.
To be allowed residents of the volcano.
That's it?
No.
Lahar thinks to the first encounter they had with the Forges in the ice dimension, remembering that these war Forges did have some level of sentience to them. And Lahar says, I had a feeling that you all were not necessarily just elemental forces of destruction, that there was some thought here. And I am hoping to broker some peace out of this situation. And I'm going to look over to Merrick's and say, he doesn't have to be here.
They kind of glance over at Merrick's. Their eyes narrow a little bit. What authority have you to speak on his behalf?
Not on his behalf, but on the people of Sharn, whom the portal of ice...
We don't care about
did.
Sharn.
But I do. And I would not care about this at all had you not appeared in the city full of people that I care about. See, we seem to be at an impasse here. I care about my territory, you care about your territory, and yet you're the one who appeared in ours to attack it.
Because our deal was broken.
We would be having a much more productive conversation if you spoke in more than one sentence at a time. Let's talk.
Go ahead and make me a persuasion check. And we'll see where this goes.
Cool. Lahar's not very charismatic. That is, however, a natural 19 plus 1.
Hey.
So, this guy kind of looks at you, between you, Delilah, Alanira, and Merrick's. Does a little double take at Watson.
Table mode?
Yep. And they glance back at Delilah. Have your guard Faye get off of me, and we can talk.
She'll double check your ropes first, but that's fine.
You just see Delilah diligently trying to figure out some fancy Fae knot.
You are able to, without too much effort, arrange the knots in a way that is so that they are able to sit up, but they are not able to kind of get up and run away.
She kind of does half
kind
the
of
job where
glance.
it's, just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then she kind of does half the job where it's, where it's just the legs, and then stands up and kind of stumbles a little bit because she isn't used to being medium-sized, and just finds a place to sit nearby.
And they kind of sit up a little bit against that little yellow armchair that is next to the desk. So let's talk. And that is where we're going to go ahead and call tonight's session. That seems like a good breaking point. Congratulations on beating your first combat. Congratulations on successfully not totally killing, but subduing your main opponent and getting them to agree to talk to you. Certainly not something that I had planned, actually. So we're going to see how well this goes. This may streamline things for you guys quite a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go around and do a little bit of housekeeping. So biggest thing is we have a lot going on here at Girls Run These Worlds. First off, it is Saturday, which means that we are about to enter a whole new week of programming. You caught us here tonight. We have been, I almost said Rangers of Sharn. Holy fuck. I'm not gonna talk about it. We have been the Fires of Sharn. Tonight we are wrapping up right now. However, if you are around tomorrow morning, Sunday, we are going to be playing our game of Liminal Horror. We are going to be playing the Bloom module. So join us tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. ET. It is a blast with grannies and cranky teenagers, and also coffee cryptids, because why not? And then on Monday, we actually have our Rangers of the North stream, which is a Lord of the Rings series focused on teaching our very own friend Free League Publishing's One Ring 5th edition system, for those of you who like Lord of the Rings, but also like 5e and prefer to stick around for 5e. Other than that, let me think. Our creator app, always open. If you have a story that you want to tell with us, we want to help you get it off the ground. Go ahead, pitch something on our creator app. We are always pushing through new productions. Our director of operations, Arnica, who is producing with us, is going to be your point of contact for that. So if you want to tell a story with us, please let us know. Shout out again to everyone who rated us tonight. Thank you for bringing some new friends to our story and our absolute disaster. Awesome group of a party. We're going to go ahead and go around, get an idea for who everybody is. So what we're going to do is we're going to do who we are, where we can find you, and any other projects that you have going on. We are going to go in the same order as we did for intros. So Anne, hello, hi, tell us about you.
Hello, hi, I'm Anne. You can find me on Twitter at XO_girlwonder. I do a lot of stuff. There is a link in chat with all of my updated schedule things and the streams that I am a part of. Yeah, you can find me here sometimes when I'm awake, modding the chat, because I am also the community ambassador here. So yeah, come join us, tell a story, or hang out and chat, because that's where I am usually. That's me.
Awesome. And again, rhyming with Anne, Dan, hi.
Hi, I'm Dan Pixel. I am a streamer and TTRPG player. You can find me doing TTRPGs on, a couple other channels this upcoming week. Tomorrow afternoon, I will be over with Sword and Key doing Vast Grim, which is a futuristic sort of cyberpunk horror game. We're on our second one. It's gone pretty well so far. Then on Friday nights, consistently, not just for this month, but for the foreseeable future, I am over on DMDM Studios, where we are running a Warhammer 40k Deathwatch campaign, where I play Sister Ash, a Raptor sniper. That one's been going on for a couple months, and that is also a lovely time. So please give that a follow. If you would like to follow me for tabletop related things, my own Twitch stream is Let's Play. So on Thursdays and Sundays, I choose narrative games that I've either played before or have not. Tomorrow night, we're going to be picking back up with emotional damage games. because who doesn't love emotional damage? Isn't that why we play tabletop games? You can find me on TikTok, where I talk about any sort of geek content, whether it be DC Comics or, in the case of the past week, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. And then, if just to turn it on a completely different, completely random topic, you can go to my YouTube if you ever want to watch analysis of the Overwatch League. But you can find me everywhere at DnD5e.
Awesome. Julie, tell me about you.
What is up, everybody? I am Julie, or Julie CL, on pretty much every social media, JuliCiel. I am a TTRPG streamer, award-winning fantasy writer. My current tabletop gaming obsession is the indie TTRPG Gubat Banwa. It is set in a pre-colonial Southeast Asia, written by a Filipino writer. It has a criminally low amount of people playing it, considering how good it is. I believe every actual play on YouTube of the game has me in it. So if you want to know more about that game, I am trying to stream it like crazy. What's that?
Pitch it.
Oh yeah. Yes, that's the plan. We've talked about this. I'm just waiting until version 1.4 comes out because it's getting a lovely update soon. If you want to listen to my writing, I am the co-creator and co-writer of the award-winning audio series The Realm Tree. It is a completed 30-episode fantasy series about how fairies get their wings. Lots of social commentary, lots of gay. It has actors from Avatar: The Last Airbender, Genshin Impact, and Assassin's Creed in it. I think that's everyone. Those are the big ones. And yeah, that's about it. Always a pleasure. These people are lovely. Support them. Also catch me on Roll-D5, another indie TTRPG channel, because we love supporting indie stuff.
Awesome. And hello, I have been Jen Burb, your friendly local GM, even though I wasn't very friendly to my players tonight. Thank you for hanging out with us. I can be found on Twitter at Jen Burb. I don't know what's going on with Twitter. I will let y'all know when I have something else. Other than here, you can find me actually tomorrow morning on Liminal Horror, and every other Wednesday. Actually, I believe this coming week is the other Wednesday. On Anne's channel, the Bardic Inspiration Network, playing Exandria, which is an absolute delight. Other than that, I also function as the Chief Administrative Officer here at Girls Run These Worlds, which is basically a fancy way of saying I do things sometimes. What things? There's so many. But in the meantime, we are actually going to go ahead and pop a raid. We're going to go hang out with Transplanter RPG. So stick around after stream, give them support. Give them some support, and we'll hang out in their chat. Other than that, we will see you guys next week when Sarah is back. Sarah, hello. We missed you this session. We will see you next session. And we will see you all next Saturday. Same time, same place, same channel.
See you then. Let's go.